Hello, good morning, guys. I Still getting myself together. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and I just literally just woke up this morning. I felt inspired and motivated, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do this live. It's basically going to be on, it's more for small YouTube creators. I just kind of wanted to offer some support and advice to my other fellow content creators. But I'm sure there's some stuff that'll be relevant for anybody. So, regardless, I told myself whether there's one person on here or nobody on here, I told myself I was going to go ahead and make the video anyway. So, if you're here, be sure to use the chat feature. Feel free to leave any comments or feedback. Just gonna wait like another minute or two to see if any other people join us. And we'll see how this goes. I hope the audio's okay. This is all kind of new, so bear with me. Made my coffee. I see somebody's on. I'm not quite sure who it is. I don't see any comments or anything yet. Hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. Let's see. Like now I have this, oh hi, good morning Kenyatta, so that is you there. Good morning, love. Thank you for joining. I hope that you had a great day yesterday and everything is good with you. I'm trying to get this thing off of here. I don't know. This thing is... Okay, there we go. Uh, ay, 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 ay. Anyway, I just wanted to thank all of my subscribers out there. I really appreciate everyone who's rocking with me. Um, it's definitely been a journey, and I feel like I'm evolving and getting better over time. And, I just appreciate your patience and support. So, again, I just wanted to make this live. Was going to be a video as well. And I made some notes just so I kind of have an outline so I'm not just like rambling all over the place. So hopefully whether you see this live or you see the recording later, I hope that you guys find value in it. And even if you're not a content creator, I'm sure there's some things in here that apply to you in your personal life. And hopefully you find value in it. So again, the topic of the video or the live is small YouTubers, tips, support, and growth. And again, I had told myself, regardless of who's on here, I was gonna go ahead and make this video, this live anyway. So again, if you're live, thank you for joining. And if you end up watching this later, appreciate that too. So the first thing is you really have to just learn to overcome fear and negativity. Fear can just be so paralyzing. I mean, we all have fears, don't get me wrong. Um, but it's really fear that stands in the way of things that you want to do, accomplishing your dreams and goals. So don't let fear hold you back. I know for myself, I had a desire to actually start YouTube last year. And I remember just talking with some of my friends and family. And to be honest, I literally just sat on the sidelines for like 4 to 6 months before I even started filming. I was and what we call analysis paralysis, meaning I was actually watching other videos on YouTube about, how to start, YouTube tips. And I'm just like studying. And I'm like, okay, eventually I can read, I can study, but if you don't start, nothing's gonna happen. So at some point, you just have to just start, just do it, just start, just do it. Um, yeah, doubt and fear will really just have you messed up in the head right here. Um, it really, you kind of can become your own worst enemy in a sense. Just with doubt and fear, it can really hold you back and cloud your judgment. So you want to just have positive thoughts, positive energy, just really manifest what it is that you want in your life and just go for it. Again, you may not have it all figured out, but if you have a goal, you have a dream, just follow it. Create a plan and just do it. And don't let anything stand in your way. Again, you kind of figure it out as you go. Like I said, I've been on YouTube now for 4 months. It's been a journey, and I'm just like literally figuring it out as I go. But it's been an amazing experience. Um, I've met some really good people. I've started to network and connect with people on the community. It's a great platform, and it's a great way just to express yourself. Um, I mean, online is the future. YouTube's going to be here. It's not going anywhere. So it's just a great way to share information and really leave your mark on the world in a sense, because even long after I'm gone, I'm sure my videos will still be out there. So again, just don't let fear and doubt stay in your way. Just follow your dreams. My next tip is you don't need fancy equipment to start. Like, you don't need to go buy a $2,000 camera. You don't need fancy equipment. If you have a smartphone, that's pretty much all you need to start YouTube. If you have a decent phone, an Android, an iPhone, anything like that, as long as you have good lighting, and you can use natural lighting, meaning you can film by like a window or outdoors, or you can invest in a ring light or a studio lighting, which is what I have, which I got off of Amazon. That's pretty much all you need to get started, guys. So if you're in a situation where you want to start YouTube, but you may not have a lot of money or access to a lot of equipment, you don't need it. You don't need it. I think even PewDiePie, he's like one of the biggest YouTube creators out there. He has like millions of followers. I think he said that he just used his phone until like he was at 500,000 subscribers, something to that effect. So you don't need any fancy equipment to get started. If you're just joining right now, this video is about small YouTubers support and growth. So I'm just going to be talking about my journey on YouTube and just giving some advice from my experience, from you know what I've learned in these past 4 months. So yeah, the next point is you don't need to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You kind of just, like I said earlier, you just have to start. You have to do it. And you'll find as you start making videos, you'll get better. You'll get more comfortable on camera. Um, you'll get faster at your editing. Things just become a lot easier in a sense. It kind of goes to that expression that practice makes perfect. Although I don't think that you'll ever get perfect, but you can definitely continue to strive to improve and get better. And again, it's just an ongoing process. So you don't you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do have to have a powerful why. So what is your why? If you are wanting to start on this platform, why do you want to be on YouTube? What is your mission? What value are you adding to other people? Remember, guys, this is not about you. It's really about you helping others, you providing support to others, you being able to answer a question, you being able to add value, right? So um, you're providing a service to the masses. So you really need to know what your why is, because it's going to be difficult. It's not an easy thing at all. It takes a lot of work. It's time consuming, And it can be frustrating at times. It can definitely be frustrating. It can feel lonely at times because you may feel that you're not getting the type of traction or support that you want from your friends or family. Um, so that is the reality. So in order to overcome all of that doubt and fear, you definitely need to have a very powerful why to keep you motivated, to keep you going. Because if not, you're gonna quit. You're gonna give up. So I would encourage you to just hold the course. If it's something that you truly believe in, it's something that you want, then just go after it. Go after it. I literally just woke up this morning. Like I said, I was feeling inspired and motivated to create this video. And I told myself that no matter if I had no one on this live right now, I mean, right now, I think there's 2 people here. But I had told myself no matter who's on this live, I was going to go ahead and make this video. And that's kind of the attitude that you have to have. You can't be so caught up in what everyone thinks. Um, are people's personal opinions, because guess what, your personal opinion does not pay me a check. So again, follow your dreams, and you need to have a powerful why. um, so the next point is, like I said, you got to live for yourself, and if you want to be a content creator, then just do it. Just do it. You just have to start. I know it can be challenging, frustrating. Like for myself, I didn't know anything about editing, iMovie, any of that stuff. Like I've literally just figured it out as I gone. And I've literally just taught myself everything from the editing, adding the graphics, the sound effects, the music. And I'm no expert, but I've definitely gotten better. And it was really just my desire to do it. And I've always said, if you have a powerful why and you know what your purpose is, the rest will come. The rest will come through persistence, through your willingness to learn and get better, right? It all starts from your desire, your why. So if that is solid and intact, you'll get there. You'll get there. Again, I did make an outline, so I'm just going through my points. I literally, like I said, I woke up this morning. All this stuff was just in my head, so I literally just started taking notes on just different things I wanted to cover. So I'm just going through my list. So again, we're talking about YouTuber tips for anyone that's starting out, and how to support and grow your channel. But again, a lot of this stuff just applies even if you're not a content creator, if you're just if you're a subscriber, or you're doing something else in life. A lot of this stuff still applies. So the next point is, not feeling supported by your friends or family, especially in the beginning. So this is something that came up. I actually had a couple people DM me on Instagram. So please follow me on Instagram at whatjoe_knows. I'm there. I'm always posting, motivational quotes, things like that. So please follow me on Instagram as well. This is something that I definitely struggled with. I had a couple people, like I said, on Instagram kind of DM me, just kind of sharing their story. So yeah, I definitely can say that, when I first started out, again, I've been on YouTube for 4 months. It was scary. It was scary. I did, tell my immediate family, some of my close friends. And there were times where I kind of felt like, that maybe I wasn't getting as much support as I would like. Um, I felt that maybe people weren't taking me as serious when I said that this is something that I wanted to do, as far as um, people watching the videos or sharing them. So that's definitely a real thing. But what I've learned is that regardless, you just have to keep going. Sometimes you have to be your own best cheerleader. And even though it can be a lonely road sometimes, you just have to keep going. You have to push through that. Again, and that comes down to, what is your why? You have to have a very powerful why. Because yeah, you may not have the full support of your friends or family at times. And it could be that maybe they don't take it as seriously as you do. People are busy, people have, all types of things going on in their lives. So it may not even be deliberate or intentional that they don't want to support you. It could be that they have something going on, and like, people will watch the videos on their own time. Now, I've told people, especially when you post a video to YouTube, like the first couple hours, specifically the first 1 or 2 days, are very important for the algorithm, for what I found. So I always try to tell my close supporters and family members, if you're rocking with me, if you can, try to watch the video within the first couple hours, especially the first 1 or 2 days are most important in terms of YouTube really promoting it. Moving on here. So you definitely want to tell people to like and watch it. Watch and like your videos. Promote it on the social media platforms. That's very important. Uh, I would definitely say getting your first 100 subscribers is the most difficult, and definitely the first 1,000. Um, because the reality is, no one knows who you are unless you have like a large following from another platform. Then it's really hard to get those first 100 subscribers, those first 1,000 subscribers. Just checking it. So for myself, it took me 2 months. It literally took me 2 months to get my first 100 subscribers, despite me telling my family and friends. And by telling my family and friends, that may have gotten me my first 30 to 50 subscribers. But it just takes time. It really is just putting in the work and staying with it. And then once you do that, you'll slowly start to get momentum and traction. But definitely my advice is, if you're starting out, tell all your friends, tell all your family members, promote on your social media, tell them to promote you on your social media, and then you'll kind of slowly start to get discovered that way. Now, one thing I've noticed, guys, is that it does seem like the more subscribers you get, it gets easier. And I don't know if that's just like a human thing, like an emotional thing. It just seems, or maybe it just adds to your credibility in a sense. I think if people come to your channel, they discover your channel, and they see, oh, this guy has 1,000 subscribers or 1,500 subscribers, versus they see you only have 5. Even if the content's the same, I feel like maybe in their head they're like, okay, well, this guy has 1,000 subscribers, he has 1,500 subscribers, he must be doing something right. So I don't know. I just do feel like once you kind of have more subscribers, it's kind of easier to get more. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. That's just my observation. Um, but you have to remember, it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So you're not going to get, 1 million subscribers overnight, 1,000 subscribers overnight. You just earn them one by one video at a time, just staying consistent, staying dedicated, staying focused. They'll eventually come in, but it's not going to happen overnight. My next advice is to do not compare yourself to others. And I've been guilty of this myself. I have I'm in the finance real estate niche. So you have Graham Stephan, who has 2 million subscribers. He's here in Los Angeles. His story is phenomenal. I love his content. In many ways, he motivated and inspired me to get started on my YouTube journey. You have Meet Kevin. You have David Chandler. So there's so many people that are already in this niche. But again, you can't go and compare yourself to others. You have to have your own journey. And everyone's different. Everyone's rate of growth is different. So just don't do that. Do not do that. And I've done it. Like even some other smaller YouTubers, I'm like, well, they only have, you know, 15 videos and they already have 1,000 subscribers. And, I have 30 videos and I only have 500 or whatever, something like that. So don't compare yourself to others. Um, I would say the biggest thing is just to keep going, learn, and improve as you're doing it on your journey. But don't feel like, well, why don't I have the same success as the next person? It's not about that. So don't get caught up in the numbers so much in terms of like comparing yourself to somebody else and their journey. You have to live your own journey and do it on your own time. So now I'm going to just talk about some strategies to grow on YouTube. So the first thing is you need to have a nice setup or background. And when I say that, it doesn't need to be anything fancy or expensive. It just needs to be presentable. Like, have a presentable background. It should not be too loud or dark, anything like that. Um, as a small content creator, as a small YouTuber, the reality is no one knows who you are. Like, no one knows who you are, maybe except your immediate family and friends. So when I say that is you need to make content, one that's searchable, but also you need to make content that maybe a trending topic. And I'm not saying hop on every single bandwagon, but by making content that is trending, content that is relevant in your specific niche, it does help you to get traction. So, lost my train of thought. Well, like for myself, I'm in the finance niche, so I'm doing so right now we have everything going on with the pandemic, the virus, in the world. So, I've been making content surrounding the unemployment benefits, the stimulus plan, stimulus package, because there's a lot of people hurting out there, guys. I mean, our unemployment right now is just through the roof. We have massive unemployment, massive layoff. So a lot of people are really needing that support from the government. So I've been really trying to do my best to make content surrounding, the stimulus package, the stimulus checks, and that's done well for me. It's really helped to get traction. So, like for example, if you're in the beauty industry and maybe there's a new product coming out, that might be something that you'd want to cover. If you're in the tech industry, and like I said, there's a new gadget, maybe you do a product review. So you want to just find out what is important and relevant in your specific niche and try to make content around those topics. Another suggestion for growing is you need to be solving a problem or adding value. So, how to topics, why, tips, anything surrounding like that, anything that says how to do this, how to do that, why this is important. Any type of tips or advice, those are all good topics to cover. So, you want to make sure that you're making value adding content, content that is valuable and relevant. uh, Again, you should be solving a problem. And what is the purpose of your channel? So again, this goes to your why. Like, what is the purpose of your channel? What do you hope to accomplish? What is your target audience? The reality is, you can't reach everybody. You can't reach everyone. Your channel is not made for everybody. So you need to really focus and narrow down to figure out what type of viewer are you trying to reach and how are you going to help them? How are you going to add value? So this is really important to all my other small content creators out there, and you need to be able to rank and search so that people can find you. Again, as a small content creator, you don't have that platform, you don't have the following yet. It's not built up. So you need to be able to rank and search. That's so important. And so search engine optimization, that comes down to your title, your thumbnails, your descriptions, your tags. I mean, you should be filling all these boxes up, guys. I mean, the description box gives you 5,000 characters. You need to be filling that up as much as you can with as many search terms and keywords, because that is really the key to growing. Basically, what I found out is that YouTube uses metadata to figure out what your video is about and to serve it to the correct people. So this is why your title, your description, your tags are so important. So be very, very specific. So if you're making a video surrounding the stimulus package, you'd want to say, put all the keywords in there. So stimulus package update, second stimulus, any of those keywords, HEROES Act, the CARES Act, stimulus approval, stimulus update today, all of those keywords, anything that's relevant to your topic, you need to have those keywords in there. So that really is the key there. I've actually gone on other channels and I've seen like they don't have any tags, they don't have any information in there, and then they're wondering why they're not getting views. Well, you're not getting views because YouTube doesn't know who to serve this to. It's blank. So you really got to do yourself the favor and just make sure that you add all of that information in there, because that is how YouTube, it scans that metadata, and that's how it knows who to actually serve your video to its target audience. So as far as keyword research, I personally use TubeBuddy. It's an extension that you can add on to your Google Chrome. I think it's phenomenal. I love it. It's really helped with my keyword research, my search engine optimization. So I did pay for the star package. And the good thing about TubeBuddy is that it will tell you if a keyword or phrase is worth targeting. It actually gives you a ranking or a score, and you'll figure out by like playing with it, maybe changing, making something plural, maybe something singular, flipping a couple words out. It will tell you, okay, this is a good word to target, and I actually give you a score based on your channel. So if you typed in what are credit cards, it will give you a ranking for that, or what is a credit card. So then you can kind of figure out which keywords to target. And then once you have the keywords, you can put those into your title, into your description, to help rank in search. Again, you want to make videos that are answering questions, and you want to make content that people are looking for. Because as a small YouTuber, again, no one knows you're there. No one knows you exist. You don't have that following yet. Whereas someone like Graham Stephan, who already has 2 million followers right now, even if he left his boxes blank and he just threw in a couple word title, well, he's going to automatically get thousands of views because he already has a following. He already has that. So he may not have to put as much effort into the search engine optimization, into the keyword research, as someone who's just first starting out that doesn't have a large following. So you can't copy what the big YouTubers do, and when in terms of that, because it's just not the same. So again, if you're just starting out, the biggest thing I would say is coming up in search, making value-added content that people are looking for, making content in your specific niche that people are searching for. So YouTube looks at your audience retention rate on each video. So that's basically, they're looking at how long people are actually watching your video, your average view duration. So it kind of takes an overall look within 30 days on average, how long people are watching your video. So you want to do all you can to get those metrics up. I find that the longer people watch your video, the more engagement you have as far as likes, comments, people sharing it, the better YouTube will favor that in terms of the algorithm. Oh, your click-through rate is very important as well. So the click-through rate is, that's kind of based on your thumbnail. So with thumbnails, you kind of want it to be, it should be something that's enticing, maybe not clickbait, but something that's enticing or interesting, visually appealing, because what happens is after you post the video, YouTube will serve it to a larger audience, and your click-through rate is basically the percentage of people that click on your video once it's served to a larger audience. So you post a video, YouTube may show it to 100 people that are not subscribers, and let's say, out of those 100 people, 10 clicked on the video. Well, then that would be a 10% click-through rate. So the higher that number is, guys, the better off YouTube will actually promote your video. And it's not that they just click on it. So that's great that they click on it. But let's say that people are clicking on your video and they're actually watching it, then that's even better. I would say a good audience retention rate is around 45 to 50%, or even higher if you can. So if you had a 6-minute video, on an average people are watching 3 minutes, that would be 50%. That would be a good number. And then let's say that your click-through rate was 15, 20%. Anything over 8, 10% is like really, really good. So that just comes down to the thumbnail. But it really is just the combination of the thumbnail, the watch time, that kind of and engagement that just triggers the algorithm. So that's the key there. Um, so what I find, I think the key is, as far as how long the videos are, I would say 8 to 13 minutes is where the magic happens, in a sense, like 8 to 13 minutes. I mean, if you can make a 10-minute or longer video, that's even better. But I would say, yeah, anything over 10 minutes, 8 to 13 minutes. Because here's the thing, guys. The longer the video, well, the reality is, let me go back. The reality is that most people are not going to watch the whole video. I mean, only your like most die-hard fans, die-hard subscribers. Thank you guys to all of you guys who are out there watching my videos. I hope that you're finding value in it and you're watching, most of it. I really do put a lot of time and effort into these videos. I mean, it takes hours. It takes hours just between me doing the research, kind of organizing my thoughts so I'm not just rambling all over the place, filming, getting it set up. Then you have to edit it, make it visually appealing. Then you have to do descriptions. You have to do thumbnails. It's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. I do enjoy it though, guys. So want to put that out there. I do enjoy making this content, making these videos for you guys. So I really hope you guys find value in it. Lost my train of thought. I went down a rabbit hole. It's a good thing I wrote down my list of topics, but I just went down a rabbit hole there. If you're joining right now, thank you. Again, this is really about just advice for new content creators and how to grow your channel. That's what this is about. What was I gonna say? Oh, so yeah, so the good news is, let me see what's going. There we go. So I just actually had my most successful video to date, guys. I'm like so ecstatic. I actually just posted the video literally like over a week ago. And it was my unemployment benefits update and second stimulus. And it just seems like after a couple days, I don't know, YouTube must have picked up that video because it's gone viral, at least viral for me and my small channel, okay? Because I'm a small channel. And so it definitely went viral for me. I don't know what it is, but YouTube has definitely picked up that video. It's growing rapidly. Yeah, so that video right now is getting like 1,000 to 1,500 new views a day. I mean, it actually hit 10,000 views on day 7. Like on day 7, it hit 10,000 views. I just checked it this morning, and that video has now 14,000 views to date, which is like huge for me, guys. That is so huge. So I don't know what it is, but I'm thankful that people are watching it and that YouTube picked it up and they're pushing it out to a wider audience. And it just takes 1 or 2 videos. I mean, let me rephrase that. 1 or 2 videos can be successful and it can really help your channel take off. And it seems like that's kind of what happened for me. Because right now I have, I want to say 58 videos on my channel right now. So as you see, it took me making 50-something videos, and then I have that one that seems to just be taking off. With that video, I've been getting, I'd say anywhere from 5 to 30 new subscribers every day since that video went live on the channel. So again, yeah, as of today, I have 14,000 views on that particular video. I checked this morning and I have over 40,000 minutes. I mean, that is huge, guys. 40,000 minutes. That's like 667 hours. So if your goal is to get monetized on YouTube, just so you know, you need to have 1,000 subscribers, which I've met that and surpassed that, and you need to have 4,000 watch hours. That is a lot of time. 4,000 hours. So that means that people out there, people like you, need to be watching the videos, and I need to have, oh, you have to have the 4,000 hours within a 12-month time frame. So that's the other thing. If you don't do it within 12 months, it doesn't count. So it has to be 4,000 hours within 12 months. Um, so actually, so like I said, that one video has got me 667 hours of watch time. And thanks to you guys, I'm actually, where am I at? I believe when I checked this morning, I had 2,300? Yeah, 2,300 hours of watch time. And again, the goal is 4,000. So I'm already more than halfway there. It might have been more, to be honest. When I checked, it said 62%. So I can't do the math in my head right now, but it's whatever, 4,000 times 62%. Whatever that number is, that is how much watch time I have as far as hours. That's a lot of minutes. That's a lot of hours. And I'm getting there. Oh, as far as that video, so I'm still studying the video, to be honest. I'm trying to understand like exactly why it went viral, especially for my small channel. But I'm definitely focused on making content that is searchable, value-added content, and the search engine optimization. Again, guys, you need to do whatever you can to rank in search. You want to rank in search. So adding those keywords into your description, your title, filling those boxes up, that's what it's going to take for people to actually find your channel, find your videos, and grow that way. Other tips, let me sip my coffee. So another tip, and probably one of the most important, is just consistency, consistency, consistency. You have to be consistent, okay? YouTube in many ways is a numbers game, and the more content you have out there, the more videos you make, the more opportunities, the more chances are that people will find and discover your channel. So you can't think that you're just gonna post one or two videos and your channel is gonna blow up overnight. Now there have been, one hit wonders. There are people out there that have, made a couple of videos and one just went off, went viral, and bam, their channel exploded. For me, like I said, I just had this one video that I posted, over a week ago, the unemployment update second stimulus video. And for me, like I said, I've now over 9-10 days, I have 14,000 views. That is my most successful video to date. But you see, I had to make over 50 something videos just for me to get that one video that seems to be doing well. YouTube's picked it up and pushing it out to a wider audience, which has caused my channel to grow more within the last couple weeks. So really just consistency, consistency, consistency. The more consistent you are, the better you are. So again, with the consistency, it's hard to grow if you're only posting once a week. I had someone DM me just asking, well, how are you growing? And so I just went on their channel and I'm like thinking to myself, well, bro, you only have 4 videos. Or I have another person that I know. I don't quite remember how many videos they have, but they're only posting maybe like once a week or every 2 weeks, something like that. And if you're busy, you have a lot going on, I mean, you can only do what you can do the best you can. But the reality is, if you're only posting once a month or you're only posting content even once a week, it's going to take a lot longer for you to grow your channel. You can't expect to post whenever you feel like it and you're just inconsistent and for your channel to grow. I mean, that's just not a realistic expectation. So I would say if you can, post at least twice a week. That's my goal. I've been posting on Fridays and Sundays. But for the last month or so, I've actually been posting 3 to 4 times a week. Usually three times a week, but there have been a couple of weeks where I did post 4 times. But again, the more, it's just like planting seeds, right? You're planting flowers. The more seeds you plant, they grow. So the more content that you make, the more videos you put out there, the more likelihood that someone's going to come across your content, like your content, make a connection with you, and hopefully subscribe. So you have to be consistent. If you can post on certain days at certain times, that's even better. And that way your audience, they know what to expect from you. You gain more credibility, more trust that way, because if they know, you know what, this guy, I know every Friday, every Sunday, I'm going to have a video from him, then, they'll be there. At least they, in the back of their head, they're like, okay, I know that a new video should be coming out today. And, then they'll go check out your content. So consistency, consistency, consistency. Again, the more you can post, the better. The other thing is with consistency, it actually helps you get more comfortable on camera. And that's definitely a skill, I'm not going to lie, that I completely underestimated. Being on camera is not easy. It doesn't come natural, at least not for me. But I feel like I'm getting better at it. I go back and look at some of my earlier videos. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Like, it's horrible. But I'm not the only one that has that experience. Even some of the big YouTubers out there, they've all expressed the same thing, that, they go back 3-4 years ago and they look at some of those videos. It might not be the best product, but what you find as by going and doing and being on camera and putting yourself out there, it's a skill. It's just like exercising, right? So the more you do push-ups, the more you lift weights, the stronger your muscle becomes. And it's the same thing. The more practice, the more you're on camera, the better you'll get. So consistency definitely helps with that. By also being consistent, it's going to help you get faster with editing. With editing, you're going to become more confident. You're going to become more confident, and things don't take as long. Like for myself, as I said earlier, I literally taught myself the editing and figuring it all out. So when I first got started, it definitely took me a lot longer to edit. Don't get me wrong, it still takes time now. I definitely put a lot of time and value into my content, but I'm a lot faster in doing that. So that comes with consistency and practice. As far as growing, like I said, marketing and social media, be sure to share your content on your Facebook, your IG, any social media platforms you have. Be sure to encourage your friends and family to do the same. Another thing is to find other similar channels in your niche and offer genuine support and comments. So YouTube's a community, guys. It's a community. So you definitely want to connect with other creators that are in your niche. Like, I actually had went on, Graham Stephan's page, and I was commenting on one of his videos, and I had came across like another thought-provoking comment. I was like, okay, this person really put a lot of thought into this comment. And I was just like, okay. And I just happened to click, and then I'm like, oh, they're a creator. And it was actually Jay Invest, so shout out to Jay Invest if you're watching. Check out his channel. He's making content on finance and real estate as well. And he's actually a beginner YouTuber like myself, young black man. So that's something that we have in common. We're young, we're black, and we're focusing on finance and real estate. And we've kind of established some sort of communication and YouTube partnership, friendship in a sense. So you definitely want to find other channels that are in your niche and make thoughtful feedback on their videos. So that helps because people will see your comments, they'll engage. And if people see that, they may be willing to actually go and check out your page, and you can actually get subscribers that way. So it's very valuable. Don't go and spam people's page. So don't go on someone's page and be like, oh, I have a similar video too, check me out. Don't do that. That's tacky. But if you watch another video and you find value in it, add something constructive. Remember, you always want to add value. You want to be genuine. So do it genuine. Don't do it to be shady. But offer genuine feedback. Or even if you see people are asking questions on the video, maybe you can go and answer those people's questions. And by doing so, they may check out your page and subscribe. So that's another tip for you guys. again, YouTube's a community. So go out there, make new content creator friends, and you want to grow that way. Uh, Also, call to action. So you have to constantly remind people to subscribe, like, and most times it's not because people don't want to do it. They may forget. People literally forget to do it. So I try to tell people early in the video, maybe somewhere in the middle, just say, hey, if you're finding value in the video, if you're liking this information, please just go ahead and hit that like button, as it really does help to support the channel and grow. Yeah, so definitely any likes, comments, things like that, engagement. YouTube loves to see that, and it really does help with the algorithm to trigger that. So that is pretty much it. Again, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate everyone who's rocking with me out there. It's been a journey. It's not easy, but it's definitely well worth it. I think as of today, I'm over 2,500 subscribers. I'm close to having the channel monetized. At this rate, it'll probably be within the next 1 to 2 months that my channel will actually be monetized, and that's thanks to all you guys out there that are supporting the channel, watching my content. And again, if there's any specific topics that interest you, if there's any way that I can add value to you, be sure to let me know. Comment down in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram. Feel free to leave me a note. And because I'm definitely want to make content that you guys are interested in. I'm always trying to come up with creative topics that I feel, that people are interested in. But if there's something specific that you guys are interested in, let me know, and I'll be more than willing to make a video on it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. And I'm going to try to do more lives in the future. Also, if you're wondering how I did this and you're a small content creator, so in order to go live, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So once you reach the 1,000 subscriber threshold, YouTube will allow you to do lives. So if you don't see that option, that's why. But once you crack the 1,000, you'll be able to do it. So thank you guys for joining me on this Saturday. I hope that everyone has a great weekend. And until next time.